Man, this storm is rough. So then, where's this big energy reaction of yours?
Okay, so technically I guess I know what they were doing here, but why would they care about this so-called energy reaction? Because Tails has a machine to detect energy, but why does he need it?
Why do you think he needs it, Charriii? Look at everything that has happened in these games and tell me with a straight face that he wouldn't need it.
According to the radar, it should be over that way.
Hey, DT? Yeah? You told me once that you left your dimension because you were tired of dealing with your Charriii. Was it a voice like that that got you? Because I think I'm going insane every time I hear it.
Yeah, that voice is pretty bad. And now that I think about it, I think my Charriii did do something similar for a time. But no, that's not what got me. Wait until he... Then you will truly know my pain.
Oh my god.
Okay, Tails, you keep an eye out.
Whoa!
What the?
Ah! The engine!
Tails, do something!
Easy for you to say! We're going to...
Oh my god. These two are the unluckiest characters I've ever seen. Like, not only did they get struck by lightning, but the lightning set the tornado's engine on fire, effectively wrecking it, and then they got sucked in by a hurricane, which teleported them to another dimension for some reason. Beats the hell out of my fanfiction.
Literally everything you said was just describing what happened on the screen. We aren't stupid or blind. We saw everything. You can't just say that and call it something wrong with the game's story.
Oh, and what's this? Struth! I think they're dead!
Huh? Tails, are you alright?
Ow! I think so. Boy, that was some storm, huh, Sonic?
Oh, blimey, you're alive!
Huh?
Who are you?
Mind yourself, mate! Asking Asheila's name and you ain't giving your own first!
How did you manage to make a character that's somehow more unapologetically Australian than Ty the Tasmanian Tiger? That series is set in Australia. Is this racist? This is racist, right?
Not at all. I've heard Australians speak, and this is pretty accurate. You know what is racist? Treating the creation of an Australian character as racist.
It's okay, Marine. Tell you what, why don't you let me build a new ship for you?
Oh, it's no use.
Suddenly silver.
And also Adventure 1 Eggman. Like I said in the previous video, anyone can say it's no use.
So, what sort of materials do you need exactly?
Let's see. There should be some stuff lying around. Aha! This here's what we need. Look for jewels or metal, like this.
Well, that was easy. If the materials you're showing me as an example are just lying around here all over the place, why do we need Sonic to find them?
She doesn't need Sonic to find them, she needs him to collect them. He's speedy, she needs a lot of them, do the math.
Enough with the chin wagging, you lot. Let's give it a whirl, eh? First off, let's go explore that island.
That island?
Yeah, that's right. I grew up always scratching my head over what's on that there island. It's the perfect starting point for my adventures.
It's that island to the west of here, right?
I know that Tails is saying that for us, the players, but being that they're all obviously looking toward the island they're talking about, he doesn't have to delineate what direction it's in. They're all looking at it.
Charriii answers himself, cliche.
Sonic, Tails, look! Don't these there mushrooms look tasty? They're all over the place!
Hey, Marine?
No worries, mate, no worries. I'll stick with Kui.
Man, she's hopeless.
At any rate, where are we, Sonic? I've never seen anything like this.
You never seen a jungle with giant mushrooms before? That's a lie, you've done it twice.
He meant more specifically, and while your example from Heroes is correct, Mushroom Hill was a forest, not a jungle.
Wait, are we like inside a dinosaur right now? Why are those ribs stuck there otherwise? Did an animal try to walk through that hole, get stuck there, die, and then decompose while only its ribs got stuck to the ceiling? That's just sad.
To paraphrase JXE, or was it BobVids, one of the two, that is a question, not a sin. Questions have answers that nullify the sins, and the game isn't going to answer questions that aren't important to the game's plot. This background detail is most certainly one of those questions, and even then, anyone with half a brain knows that fossils are found deep underground.
Oh,
Who's there? What? Is someone there?
Hey, I know that voice!
Oi, Marine! How are ya?
G'day, Copper. I haven't seen you in forever, mate.
Copper?
Yeah, Tabby's a member of our village youth association. We call it the Coconut Crew.
Wait, his name's Tabby? Marine, Sonic and Tails don't speak Australian. They don't know Cobber means friend. They probably think that's his name.
1. The sin counter changed way too early, so Charriii doesn't properly edit his videos, cliche. And 2. Australian isn't a language. They just have different terms for things. You can't expect an Australian character to not use them. Marine called herself the Sheila, after all.
Hey, you must be that blue hedgehog that everyone's talking about lately. You may be fast, but you're not as fast as me. Let's see what you got.
Huh? Who are you?
I am the Sultan of Speed, the unparalleled and unequaled Johnny.
Ah yes, the Sonic series is known for its myriad of names that describe what the characters are all about. Marine because she loves the water, Tails because, you know, is Tails, Sonic because he runs at supersonic speeds, and Johnny because he Johns, like, I don't know.
Not every character in these games has a name relating to their personalities and abilities. Amy and the Chaotix come to mind.
You really want to go up against me in a test of speed? What's the matter? Are you scared? Sounds interesting. You're on.
Hold it! If you're looking for a test of speed, you gotta go through me first. I'm Captain Marine, the speed milk drinking champion of Windmill Village.
I don't have time to waste on humoring you, kid. Come on, Hedgehog. Let's do this.
Ha! You're just scared I'll beat you, you mug. I don't blame you though, really. Wouldn't want to lose to a Sheila like me after all that Sultan yabba.
Marine?
I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this, even from a kid. Alright, I'll take you on first then.
That's the spirit! Have a fair go then. Okay, show him how it's done, Sonic. Don't be a bludger now.
What? I thought you... Huh?
Oh, brother. What in the fresh hell was the point of any of that?
Comedy.
They always seem to get away right at the last second.
Hey, where are you going?
Those pirates have gotten their hands on the jeweled scepter. It's an ancient treasure from my homeland, and I've got to get it back right away.
I see. So those guys were pirates. That's why they kept messing with us.
So you're caught up in all this too.
Anyway, just why are you here, Blaze?
Huh?
Aren't you supposed to be back in your own world?
Do you guys not pay attention to what anyone says? Blaze just said the scepter's an ancient treasure from her homeland. If she's here, you don't know where you are, and the thing she's after comes from her world. 2 + 2 should be fucking 4.
They've been assuming that they've been in their world this whole time, and before Blaze showed up, they had no reason to think otherwise. Besides, they do realize that they're in Blaze's world a few seconds after your point.
Okay, I'll get started on some blueprints for a radio tower then.
A radio tower? Do we get to listen to music and climb all around on it, mate?
Not exactly.
It's all finished, Sonic. Hey, listen up, everybody.
Huh? What's up?
You know how we made a tower to detect plasma, electric, and magnetic waves?
Yeah, okay, that tower.
Oh yeah, that tower. You know, the one we made literally 10 fucking seconds ago?
Obviously, some time has passed in universe. I know you're smarter than this.
Well, I've detected some strange electromagnetic activity.
Electromagnetic activity.
What's magnetic mean?
It's really weird. It's a waveform I've never even seen before.
Tails, this is Blaze's world, remember? Things might be pretty different here.
That's true, I guess.
Wait. That electromagnetic activity, it's very unusual?
Hey, do you know something about this?
Yes. We have picked up unusual readings before, but the source is still unknown, and we only have a rough idea of its location.
Here's something that I never thought about. If Blaze is a princess in this dimension, she clearly has a homeland that she oversees, right? The homeland that the Jeweled Scepter is from? If she's saying that they had already picked up on electromagnetic waves, that must mean she already has technology like this in her homeland, hey? Why don't we just go there instead of sticking on this island where we have to build everything from scratch?
Well, considering that her homeland doesn't show up anywhere on the completed sea chart, and this is presumably most of, if not the entire planet, Blaze's homeland is likely too far to sail to.
In fact, how did Blaze even get to Coral Cave where we met up with her? She didn't seem to have a boat or anything, and she came back with us.
Just because we didn't see her ship doesn't mean she didn't have one. One of her royal guards does come with her, and we never see her come back on Sonic's ship.
Oh.
What's wrong, Marine? You seem awfully quiet.
Huh? What is it?
It looked like you were lost in thought or something.
Come on! Where's all that energy you usually have?
You mean the energy you're constantly and deservedly grilling her for?
Oh no, it's starting. Sure, she can be a little obnoxious, but when someone's acting differently than they normally are, with seemingly no reason, it's gonna raise a few eyebrows.
Oh.
Marine, are you okay? You don't look so good.
No! I'm fine! I just, figured that, maybe you guys might want to crack at things. Sometimes the captain just needs a break, eh? Blimey! The door's moving!
Marine, it's okay. It's only the wind.
Scared? No, of course not! It's not like I'm scared of ghosts or anything. Besides, even if there are any, ghosts, I'll just beat them up! Yeah! Ha ha!
Are you alright?
Yeah, sure!
Okay, let's keep going then. Try not to worry, Marine.
Well, thanks to my top-notch performance, nobody realizes that I'm really scared.
Yeah, you're up for this year's Academy Award for sure.
It's called self-reassurance, and she was able to convince the others, so she did something right.
Okay, mates, let's go and get those pirates. I think they went... that way. No, let's hold back. Huh? What? But why? The waters ahead of here are too rough for this ship.
Really?
Up ahead are ice floes and other floating obstacles. This ship doesn't stand a chance. Well, we'll just have to tempt fate then. Make sail!
Ice floes, huh? What sort of vessel would we need then, Blaze?
Well, the easiest way to avoid them would be to just go right over them, but... Alright then! Just leave it to your captain. I'll come up with a plan! I bet a hovercraft would probably work.
Or, a plane? Why don't we just make a plane? We'd be able to travel so much more easily.
This planet is mostly water. Using a plane runs the risk of them falling in the water, especially given how often they get shot down in these games. Yeah, seaplanes exist, but most countries don't even use those anymore because ships are that much more reliable.
Yay! The hovercraft's done!
That's Tails for you.
This will allow us to expand our range of activities. Sonic, don't you think we should leave this one behind? Huh? Which one? You. What? No way! With a wider range, our conflicts with pirates will intensify. It would be best if... No! No! I'm going too, no matter what! My adventures have just started! They can't end here! I still need to see new things and explore and encounter new challenges and overcome them!
You've done nothing since we've met you!
Which is why she said that she still needs to. Marine's been stuck on the southern island her entire life. Now she has the opportunity to see more of the world, and she's not giving it up.
So, what was that you were saying before?
Oh yes, there's an island that's to the east of here. Every so often I'd hear some real weirdo sound coming from way off in the distance. It was all a bit too noisy, so I went to see just where the heck it was coming from. Anyhow, that island seems like the ground is shaking. Something like that.
The ground is shaking, huh?
But there are no volcanoes in this region. That sort of thing shouldn't be happening.
Well, earthquakes don't need volcanoes in order to happen. Some of them happen because of the magma seeping into cracks that the magma itself causes on rocks, but not all of them.
Yes, but on an oceanic planet like this, volcanoes, be they underwater or on an island, would be the most common cause of quakes.
Hey mates,
Whoa! What the? It looks like some sort of statue!
Oh, Ripper! This could be some huge treasure, reckon? Think we ought to nick it, mates?
No, Marine, just leave it alone, okay?
Aw, but this here could be the discovery of the century, don't you reckon? These ruins are valuable historical relics. Stealing from them is a criminal act. Well, how come I'm always getting the rough end of the pineapple from you, eh? I'm not gonna get my paws all over it too much. Marine, stop! I said don't touch it! What if you break it? Come on, Blaze, no worries, really.
The friggin' princess, who should know all about how the law here works, just told you in person that messing with these artifacts was a criminal act, and you did it anyway because of a selfish need to discover shit. I feel no sympathy for this character, and I have no idea why Sonic Team or Dibs thought she was charming. All she's done is whine, disobey when all we've been doing is looking out for her, and have a complete disregard for anyone's safety, including her own. I promised myself I wasn't gonna go off on Marine, or at least I was going to try not to, but god damn, she's so frustrating. Like, I know she's a kid, but there are kids who listen, damn it.
And just how old are those kids, Charriii? Are any of them 7 by any chance? Because that's how old Marine is. And it's the fact that she's a child coupled with her being secluded on an island for so long that causes her to be this rambunctious. Even then, she does learn to become a bit better towards the end of the story, and does some useful things, which I'll call out later in this video. Well, Cream is 6 years old and she's rather polite. Cream is the exception rather than the rule. Besides, Charmy's also 6 years old and he's pretty rowdy too. Oh, and you didn't put any subtitles for that last sentence.
Oh. What the heck was that?
Is everyone alright?
Yeah, Huh? Sonic, look down there.
Oh!
Oh, crikey! Those are clouds!
Yow! Talk about a view!
Okay, Marine Ex Machina, but just because she advances the plot, that doesn't make her any less overbearing, and are you kidding me? Another cloud level packed with bottomless pits? Altitude limit from the last game wasn't enough for you?
First of all, a Deus Ex Machina is, in simplistic terms, a random solution to an unsolvable problem. Those ruins were designed to do this, so it's not random or unsolvable. Where did you even get the Deus Ex Machina from? Oh, I get it. It's because you hate Marine. Second of all, where was this in the Rush video? I covered that video and you didn't say anything about altitude limit. Why does that level get off the hook, but Sky Babylon doesn't?
Hey, Sonic? Why don't we just back away from the edge here? Yeah?
Huh?
Blaze, is something wrong? No, come on. We just need to back away, then everything will be fine. Why, Blaze, don't shove!
Wait, you're afraid of heights? But most of the gameplay in the Rush series involves doing a bunch of acrobatic moves that keep you airborne for long periods of time. Also, don't you have a fire move that lets you descend safely?
You didn't know this before? She outright said she was afraid of heights in Sonic Rush. Also, the tricks don't go that high, and her flame move only slows herself for about 5 or so seconds before she goes back to plummeting. Believe me, I've tested it multiple times.
Okay, I know that much like Marine, I'm a whiny bitch, but I have to complain about the enemies in Sky Babylon. It's not enough that there's a bunch of bottomless pits and insta-kill lasers here, but the fact that you put enemies that are tough to avoid right next to those bottomless pits and insta-kill lasers is garbage, especially when they can knock you right into them.
Oh please, there are only 1 or 2 instances of this in both acts, and with proper timing and patience, you can get through in 1 attempt. I certainly did.
It's a house made of ice! Struth! I'm gonna go check it out!
Marine, wait!
There's no way to stop her, is there? What's wrong, Blaze?
I don't see the Vikings. We ought to have seen them by now.
Might they be in those houses?
They've got outsiders on the premises. They should have come to take a look.
That's a good point. Maybe they're tightening their guard. Or else...
Hey! You lot! We've got trouble!
What is it, Marine?
I knocked on the door, and I didn't get an answer, so I took a peep inside, and nobody's in there!
What?
I thought it was weird, yeah. So I looked at some other houses, and they're all empty!
Some other houses? You just left! How did you break into so many other people's homes so quickly?
Even the slowest characters in these games are speedy, and she didn't just leave, she had roughly half a minute, and most of these characters can run 100 miles per hour at least.
What's happening? Is this an earthquake?
Oh, it's shaking!
Marine! Get under the desk!
I don't reckon, mate! I'm sticking right here!
Cool, then just have the house collapse on top of you, you ingrate. Kids, don't be like Marine. If you're caught in the middle of an earthquake while indoors, drop to the ground, cover your head and torso to avoid falling objects hitting you in the head or vital organs, and hold on to either the shelter you've hidden under in case it shifts, or your head and torso if there's nothing to hide under.
Marine is a terrified child. Most adults, let alone kids, don't typically listen right away when they're scared. And even then, Marine does get under the desk eventually.
If the pirates have the scepter, that's causing an increase in volcanic activity?
It may just be a coincidence, but the scepter cave was very deep underground. In fact, it was quite close to the planet's mantle.
Right. We should probably assume a worst-case scenario then.
And if we don't get the scepter back, who knows what'll happen?
Then we've got to do something about it first.
Yes, indeed. Righto, coppers! Just leave it to me, yeah? How about you start with getting out from under the desk, Marine?
Oh, so you were hiding under a desk. Good to know you're a raccoon of your word.
Wow. How petty can you possibly be? You admit that this contradicts your previous point, but you're just like, no, I hate Marine too much to correct myself. Besides, you're not a man of your word either, considering you promised yourself you wouldn't go off on Marine.
So this is your hideout after all?
Indeed. And you'll not be getting in through this here door neither, you troublemakers. It'd be far too strong to just blow down with any of your crafty little weapons.
He's right. If the door can withstand the water pressure at this depth, then...
Let us in, you fiend! Why, Fuzzy, give me a fair go at this!
What is it then?
How is it that you lot are able to get in here, then?
You take old Captain Whisker for a fool, do ye? I'll not be telling you that if you line the bits in the middle of the door, it'll open.
I mean, that much was obvious, right? Why are these characters treating it like he just let slip valuable information?
Because he did let slip valuable information. They didn't even have time to study the door before Whisker showed up.
Boss, you should probably not mention that.
Huh? You're right. I've gone and blabbered too much.
So, does that mean you're not going to tell us how to go about setting it?
Of course not. I'll not tell you about the 3 markers with hints on them. Nor will I be telling you what islands they be on.
See, this is why you shouldn't just write down your passwords on a piece of paper, or if you do, at least put the paper behind something with another password you can commit to memory. And even then, there are only 3 stone circles. You don't really need to learn the patterns on them, just where each one of them are facing. And I get it, if you're a little older, it can be more difficult to remember these things, but Captain Whisker's a robot. Not to mention, even when all these things are considered, if he wanted to keep a record of what the password was, couldn't he have changed the pattern on the stone circles and kept it on him for safekeeping?
This isn't a computer, Charriii. It's an ancient stone door. If Whisker wanted to change how the door opened, he'd have to tear down the whole door, recarve the stone circles, and then rebuild the door from scratch. It's nowhere near as simple as you think it is. Also, Captain Whisker is a complete dunderhead, and each circle has a different mark on it, so where each circle is placed on the door is equally important.
I can tell you some good info if you don't mind parting with some of your shinies. How about 800 rings? Just give me the rings and the info's all yours, mate. Agreed, mate. If you head southeast of the Blizzard Peaks, you can find a strange little island. Might have something to do with those brewing you're trying to get into, mate.
You greedy f***. Your world is in danger and you're like, I need money to help save it, though.
Money makes the world go round, mate. People will continue to pay for things even when the actual apocalypse comes.
I can't just give up here. I gotta prove my worth as a captain, yeah? I gotta go and stop that old fuzzy face!
I'm gonna prove that I'm not in the way by getting in the way!
Later.
Yeah, chasing after Whisker when she's far away from the rest of the group is totally getting in the way.
Huh?
What's this?
These are the ancient ruins? Look at what those fiends have done to this place.
I guess the pirates decided to do a little remodeling.
How dare they deface such priceless relics?
What are you talking about? This looks like a beautiful city. The only defacing I see is that they hung a pirate flag on one of the buildings.
This is a background picture, Charriii. The level itself is a lot more piratey than this.
Ahoy, ye scallywags! Allow me to be showing you a little something special of mine.
And what's that?
Be careful, Sonic! This could be a trap!
All right, mateys, do it.
Aye, aye, sir.
Huh?
It's time, mateys. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, ultimate evil, come forth to this world! Rule the 7 seas. Justice is not welcome. Kindness is weakness. Master of evil, show unto us those mighty whiskers.
And so it is I, the dread pirate Whisker. Waboom! Dar, fantastic job, mateys.
Boss! Boss! Sonic and the others, look!
Well, what do you think? Our sheer awesomeness has you speechless, I see.
Was that just like an intro? I thought you were summoning a demigod or some shit. You're inconceivably lame.
That's kind of the point. It's made clear from the first encounter you have with him that Captain Whisker is a joke villain. And honestly, while most of his jokes aren't that funny, this one in particular is a riot.
Johnny, you're working with these guys? Ha, Sonic. I didn't expect to see you here. What a fantastic opportunity this is. Opportunity for what? Come, let us have our final showdown, here and now.
Our final showdown? We've only ever faced you once. I kind of forgot you even existed. You didn't think we were rivals, did you? Because I got a rude awakening for you, buddy.
Technically, you do have the option to find and race him for the Chaos Emeralds, and while it is painfully difficult to do without the post-game upgrades, it is possible to beat him without them. And the only reason I know that is because as a young teen, I played this game a lot and was too stupid to realize the actual worth of the upgrades. I also kept trying to use the sailboat and submarine in areas they very clearly couldn't go.
Arr, Johnny, don't be stealing me thunder here.
Okay, boss, fine.
And I am serious. Today I shall teach you all the true meaning of fear and pain.
Fear and pain?
Yes, and that is... Johnny, what does that mean?
It means that you'll face them yourself.
Ah, yes, of course. You hear that? I'll blow you to bits, you meddling pests.
Oh, so a little tag team action, is it? You guys are toast.
Who said anything about a tag team fight? I'm only allowed to fight with one character. Neither Sonic nor Blaze have said anything about fighting you together.
He meant tag team on his end with Whisker. Also, story-wise, both characters do fight the bosses together. It's just that this is a single-player game.
Arr, what do we have here? A wee lass thinking to sneak up on me, it seems.
No! Let me go!
Arr, you're a feisty little sea dog then, aren't ya?
You bushy-faced freak!
Bushy face! You really must learn to watch that tongue of yours, lass. Arr, let's see. How best to teach you that lesson. Mateys, bring out the device.
Yes, boss, the device!
What are you going to do to me?
Ahoy! This here be a gift from me boss, the most torturing of tortures. I call him Mr. Tickler.
Yeah, boss, tickler real good.
Well, when you tell her she's feisty, that she needs to watch her tongue, and that she needs to be punished following by you tickling her, I feel very uncomfortable.
Joking about pedophilia. That's worth these many sins.
Well, that's finally over.
Yes, Yes, now we can finally put an end to all of this trouble.
Speaking of which,
Marine! Why were you trying to chase down the pirates all by yourself?
Yeah, Marine, that's way too dangerous.
Well, I mean, I just figured since, well, I'm the captain and all.
You haven't learned a goddamn thing.
Yes, she has. She wanted to prove herself, which is the whole reason she tried to stop Whisker. If she hadn't learned anything, she wouldn't have done anything.
hey, Blaze, so about the jeweled scepter.
It probably sank along with the pirates. That would be my guess.
Well, there still might be some way for us to find it.
I appreciate the sentiment, but it must be on the seafloor by now.
What is it, Marine?
Are you talking about this scepter? Ta-da!
The jeweled scepter!
The one and only! I nicked it while I was captured when old Whiskers wasn't looking.
Nicely done, Marine!
No. She doesn't get off the hook just because she did one good thing.
She's actually done a few good things. She helped Sonic and Tails build every ship they have. In fact, she's kind of the instigator for their creation in the first place. She found out about the missing Vikings and found them frozen. She tricked Whisker into giving up the information about the door, which you even showed. And she stalled Whisker long enough for the trio to catch up. And all of that is excluding this, which is the best thing she's done. You've simply ignored those things, or even basically said, no, that doesn't count because Marine. It's even gotten to the point where you can't even let her be complimented, which is petty as Now you guys know why I hate this video. Because of this bullshit.
Okay, so in order to get the best ending, just like last time, we need to get all the Chaos and Soul Emeralds. And for one of the Soul Emeralds, you need to beat this Hidden Island stage twice. Once to unlock the mission that nets you the Emerald, and once to get the Emerald itself. But the entire time you're on a constantly moving snowboard where you have to deal with grinding on rails that have gaps in them that lead to bottomless pits, and if that weren't enough, after you get past the ice rails, you then have to jump between terrain that also has gaps in it, and since you're constantly moving, you have little control when you jump. Usually you'd be going forward anyway, so snowboarding in this game isn't the problem. The problem is adjusting your speed during a jump so you don't over or undershoot it. I spent 18 lives just to beat it the first time. I found it so finicky.
And I spent 0 lives. You just need to hold left on the D-pad to slow yourself down. It's really easy. Not gonna lie, the fact that you spent 18 lives on this one stage that's not hard at all is pretty pathetic.
That's the jeweled scepter!
Wait! What are you going to do with it?
What do I plan on doing? I think you already know that, don't you?
If the scepter really is the key spoken of in these legends, then this power of the stars must be what he's really after. Isn't that right, Eggman?
Brilliantly worked out, Your Highness. Brilliant indeed.
Eggman Nega!
Whoa, okay, 3 games in and that still makes my heart skip a beat.
Forget hammering the joke through the wall, you've already run it into the ground. Good, then we can bury it 6 feet under.
Ah! It's another earthquake!
And it's even bigger than the ones before!
Dr. Eggman, the equilibrium of the energy is beginning to degrade. What timing? Now, Sonic, I'm afraid I've got things to do, so I'll be off.
The jeweled scepter! Hold it right there, you twin-mustached monkeys!
That's specious.
No, it isn't, because even in this dimension, there aren't any anthropomorphic monkeys. And I mean anthropomorphic like Sonic in the game.
No! Curse you, Sonic! It's time to die, fools. Nega? Wait, what are you doing? What? No! You're mad! Don't push that button! Planet Buster Laser, fire!
If you didn't want him to push the button, why design the machine with the button? Why do you even have that button?
Eggman Nega put that button there because he's willing to go to lengths Eggman isn't.
Marine Ex Machina, and I mean, what the fuck? What is this thing in her hand? Can she just do that as a natural ability? Since when? Did Tails make it for her? When did he do that? Why would he think it would be a good idea to make something so reckless for her?
Well, blow me down. You actually got a Deus Ex Machina correct. I may not appreciate the continued Marine hate, but the fact that you finally got one right is worth a send off.
Sonic, Tails.
Oh.
Thanks, guys. You're the best mates ever. And I won't just focus on adventures either. I promise that I'll study hard too.
Good.
And the next time we see each other, don't be too blown away by how much I've grown up.
Good luck.
And I'll be...
Marine! Come on! The captain's not supposed to cry. If you stick with it, then we really will meet again someday.
Sonic,
Yeah, it's not like this is goodbye forever, Marine.
Tails.
Spoiler alert, it was.
You really think they knew that? And I mean both the characters and the devs. The characters can't see into the future, and the devs thought this game was going to sell well. It did well critically, but strangely, I can't find any sales numbers. At least Marine got mentioned in Colors DS.
Righto, coppers.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot.
I don't blame you for being bothered. We've reached Dr. Doofenshmirtz levels of petty. No, this is actually worse, because at least Dr. Doofenshmirtz's pettiness was funny. I don't normally send the sentences because most of the time, they're just harmless gags, and other times I agree with them. But given that we know that Charriii genuinely hates Marine, this means he genuinely believes Marine returning is a bad thing. And I'm done with not just this, but every time Charriii is send a kid for being a kid. This alone is worth 50 sins and the birth of a new cliche. Drumroll, please. Charriii hates kids. Hey everyone, Tony Sonic here. Thanks for watching the video, and as always, I hope you enjoy it a lot. Like with Sonic Rush, I really like Sonic Rush Adventure, to the point where I would place it in my top 10 favorite Sonic games. But I'm sure the question you're all asking is, do I like it more than Sonic Rush? You know what? I think I prefer the original Rush a little more, because Rush Adventure does get a little repetitive. But even so, it's still one of my personal favorites, without a doubt. Now with that said, a few days after I uploaded the Secret Rings video, this channel actually hit 900 subscribers. Wow, it's crazy to think that I'm so close to 1,000 by now. I've actually mentioned this in several comments previously, that if I were to ever hit 1,000 subscribers, I would tackle Charrii's Undertale video. The reason being that Undertale is my favorite game of all time. And now that it's actually become a possibility, I'm going to make it official here on YouTube, that way you all can stop requesting it. If this channel breaks 1,000 subscribers, everything wrong with Charriii5’s, everything wrong with Undertale is guaranteed. After the year of Sonic, of course, I have priorities. With that said, thanks for watching, thanks for 900 subs, and I'll see you all next time where we rank the villains of the Sonic franchise.